All right, let's talk about Imiri. Mary, we're going to talk about you for a minute. So the main thing I want you to think about is, even though Imiri is an off-leash trained dog, on-leash is the key to success. So I want you to put a lot of work into on-leash training, heeling, automatic sit, stays, down stays, all that good stuff. So Tiffany's going to come in, put her on leash, and put her through her paces, and I'm going to just keep talking. I'm really good at talking. That's probably the only thing I have a real lock on, is my ability to talk a lot. So once again, Imiri's a cool dog, but I want you to be patient, and make sure that you're not trying to jump from, a dog you don't know to a dog, like your old dog. So heeling, leash and collar work, great way to bond with a dog, and it really limits the dog's ability to make mistakes. So let's just keep this dog on leash, work her for food and toys and rewards, and don't be afraid to correct her for making a mistake. She won't shut down on you, she won't quit on you, she'll try harder to do that. If you don't correct her, she'll take advantage of you for sure. So like the first few times you out her, let's make sure that you have the ability to correct her if she doesn't let go. I want her to learn very quickly to respect you, to listen to what you're saying. She knows what out means, but she thinks she can take advantage of you. So you can see she made that mistake right there. She's not supposed to grab that ball. She's supposed to be looking straight up in Tiffany's face. She's not supposed to grab at that ball. So I want you to work on this before you turn your son loose and she's grabbing at his hands and trying to take a ball. So once again, she's looking straight up into Tiffany's eyes, and if she tries to grab that ball inappropriately, she's going to get corrected. And I don't want her to think she can get away with that just because you're a new handler. So a lot of good leash and collar work will get you there. The key to off-leash obedience is on-leash obedience. Electric's great, and this dog responds well to electric, but you can't force a dog to do anything with electric. If you're just using electric and she chooses to sit crooked or just make this mistake or make that mistake, there's really nothing you can do about it. So traditional leash and collar work, okay? Traditional leash and collar work, really key to bonding and building a relationship with a dog. And then once you feel like you've got, something going on, then you can start switching over to, more off leash, more off leash, more off leash. This dog knows the behaviors. So if you correct her for making a mistake, excuse me, she'll straighten up pretty quick. Great go to bed, stays for long periods of time. You might want to, think about having more than one kind of bed in your house so that she can start figuring out the spots that you want her to stay. And of course, in the beginning, if you can't watch her, crate her. Don't set her up to fail. Don't put her in a situation where, she's going to make a mistake and you can't do anything about it, okay? The other thing is, unfortunately, this is not a Frisbee dog. She's got tremendous ball drive, can chase it, grab it, bite it, retrieve all day a ball, but we didn't do any Frisbee work with her because we're kind of scared of Frisbee work. We've had a couple dogs get injured playing Frisbee, break teeth, get broken bones, so we haven't done a lot of Frisbee work, but clearly she can learn. I have a video on teaching a dog, to retrieve a Frisbee. So if you want her to do that and you can't get that going, just jump on there and watch that video, send me an email, ask me some questions, we'll figure it out. But I did get a Frisbee out and throw it for her, and she was like, yeah, okay, I'll chase it, but I don't know how to catch it. I don't know what to do. So I know that was a fun thing that you guys did. She always does this jumping up behavior on the bark. It's a superstitious behavior. It goes back to the bark on command. And she's not great about the bark. She does what's called jamming. She jams up. So it's something to work on. Don't give her the ball or food or a reward unless she barks correctly. If you want to work on her not jumping up on the bark on command, get her back on leash, put your foot on the leash so that when she jumps up, she corrects herself. Okay, I think Tiffany's going to demonstrate that for you. so that you can get an idea of what that looks like. So we're just gonna put the leash on the ground, put our foot on it, and then work on the bark. Okay, so there you go. So she can learn, quit it. You know, we just haven't done a lot of that kind of stuff with her because we were doing protection work, and we wanted her to rapid fire bark and jump up in the bad guy's face and scare the heck out of him. So, you know, those are some simple things to work on. Once again, just put your foot on the leash, she corrects herself and learns. You know, don't do that. It's a superstitious behavior. It got accidentally reinforced, and now she thinks that's the real deal. So those are just some tips. Don't set her up to fail. Slow and steady wins the race. All these things you already know. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but I think it's my job to tell you all that stuff. Okay, so take it easy on her. Have fun with her. She's a sweet dog. She's a lovable dog. And I think you guys are going to get off to a great start and have a good time. But if not, we'll go to plan B and figure out what that is. The main thing is we're here for you.